he is allowing these robots to think for themselves or to analyze things for themselves, learn by themselves.
So Elon Musk is just he's a good guy. He's one of the good billionaires. This is what you guys.
Hi guys. Today we're gonna be talking about the Tesla reveal of their robots on Unidentified Podcast. So about a week and a half ago, they revealed that Tesla. Well, they didn't reveal. They did their second or third reveal for their Tesla bot, and it's called the Optimal Musk, isn't it? Something like that.
Automobile Musk.
And it ends in Musk. That's pretty much. I'm sure about that. Okay. So amazingly, I mean, it wasn't amazing. I think it's very cool, in my opinion, right? We saw one of the robots walk, and then we saw one of the actual robots, meaning it had all the parts, all the plastic, all the cosmetics that it will have in the future when it's in the market. We saw it. It couldn't walk by itself. Needed help, okay, but it's really cool because the idea behind it is that their hands will be fully functional. They will be able to pick up things and make things actually. So, I think it's amazing that they will be able to like identify an object and say, okay, we need this amount of pressure, so we don't break it or we, damage something. We can see the robots actually watering plants, picking up boxes, doing like human tasks. He called them in the video. He said tasks that are described as tedious for human beings, which for some it might be, but I can understand why he would do this. One thing that I found to be like super interesting is that this robot will be in the market in the next 3 to 5 years. Okay, the latest, I guess the latest would be 2027. Okay, and it's gonna be in the market for anybody who would like to purchase it for under $20,000 is what they are estimating. Yeah, isn't that awesome? Like I think that's crazy. If I have that money, I'm probably gonna get one. I'm not even playing. Like I'm excited. I want to see it. It's scary but exciting, man. So yeah, for under $20,000, of course, that's the base model. He said he's gonna have a few lines, same as everything else, man. Cars, iPhones, anything out there has, the basic model, and then you go up all the way to an elite model. 2027 is a few years away, and it's gonna be way farther than what we have seen today by the time it comes to the market. So that's amazing as well. And also, like he said in one of the podcasts, I actually seen him talk about this. He is allowing these robots to think for themselves or to analyze things for themselves, learn by themselves, and recognize and like the way it's organized, it's not like set for one thing in particular. Like a robot is programmed to just pick up, put to the left or put to the right, and that's their task. No, they're gonna be able to like actually decide how to go about something or recognize something from a picture and have a conversation with you and answer your questions. Like, let's say if you have a question like how much flour goes in a cupcake, it'll be able to actually like interact with you and like look that up and let you know what's going on, which I think also is pretty awesome. Guys, you guys have anything on this?
What I see is that it has a lot of potential to actually be something that people would use, especially for that price. It's quite a lot that you're getting for that amount. And if I see other, so Boston Dynamics, I know it's busy with a lot of robots, and haven't checked in the pricings of those, but they haven't become marketable yet, and probably they have.
Yeah, theirs are flipping around and stuff. Like they look more
Yeah,
slicker. I don't know.
so I think he's also lagging in that sense, but makes up for it with his own brand. Of course, it's Tesla. It's something that's already moving itself in cars, and yeah, probably he can use the same research and development department to put out something that's big different, different, but at the same time, yeah, marketable.
So let me ask you guys, like if this was if Bill Gates made these robots, would you feel the same way about them?
There's
I
something
think
to say for that.
that's a good question. But before we move on from that, I just want to add, like looking for these robots, Tesla robots, I did come across some other people that are making robots, such as the company you mentioned a minute ago, and also I seen some people that are trying to harvest like human muscles and stuff like that in robots and organs and stuff like that in robots. And the idea behind it is that if you're gonna make a muscle, you should have a muscle made from something that actually moves and functions as a human would.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's
So, what is that?
How do you keep it alive?
I don't know. They would like I didn't look into it like way too much, but they were showing like how like they're gonna have like blood and stuff connected to it and like to, you know. But I to tell you the truth, I do not know exactly how it was done. I thought that was amazing when I saw it. So it's in one of my notes. I'm gonna look into it. Maybe we can talk about that as well. But I think that's awesome. And having competition is only for the better, man. This type of competition will only accelerate and only expand what we can do by the time comes, or these robots come to the market, man. Without that competition, it would be a little more like, you know, dull, less interesting. But it is exciting that so many people are bringing their own like take on what it is that these robots should be doing.
and that's what what I see as well is that now you got this Slabot as well competing in that like market, but the other bots that I've seen like Boston Dynamics, those are a little bit more like combat proof, or you would have seen them more in an extreme situation instead of in a home environment. While there's also another bot that I see that has a very like facial expressions. They look very human like.
Yeah. I've seen that as
one
well.
creeped me out because
The blinking and the
human
expression,
whoa, is this
and
bot
yeah,
like-
and it reacts to the words that come out of your mouth, like the way you talk to it or whatever. It changes its expressions. That kind of freaks me out as well. But the fact that I saw that video also brought questions to me. So I have some questions after this. But before we go to that, Ed had a question, and it was, what was your question, Ed?
Well, would you feel the same way if it was Bill Gates?
Nagayan, can you please
Mm,
go for it?
I would have had my second guess at it because I wouldn't fully trust it. I'm not saying I trust those robots that are being made right now, but I think it adds more of a suspense to it than like what else is behind it. Why is he producing? Why is he trying to invade our space? Is he trying to invade our privacy? That's not gone, but is he trying to control us? Is he trying to find its way to overthrow the people actually? And yeah, so those are my fears, of course. But I don't know what you think, Lito. What would you feel the same about it?
So Elon Musk is just he's a good guy. He's one of the good billionaires. This is what you
No,
gotta say.
okay, so that's in my notes as well. But listen, it's crazy because I don't know what to think. You want me to go ahead, or you want to finish what you had to say? Because I want to know what you feel about that. If it was Bill Gates, how would you feel about it?
Oh man, no, I think Bill Gates is compromised. I think they got him. I think they got him on that island, and I think some forces are controlling him. Some dark forces.
For some reason, well, I don't know about no dark forces. I do think he is compromised. I don't trust that guy. But that's just me. What do I know? I just don't feel comfortable with the dude. But with that also being said, I don't know. I think it's funny because you know what's funny. I watched several podcasts where Elon Musk warned us against robots. Okay, he said no, 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 no. We shouldn't do this. We shouldn't do that. No, we should not give AI the tools, to overdo us, to oversmart us, to you know, exceed us in every aspect. And look at what he's doing. I mean, this is what he fought against. And he said he was terrified of it. He said he was against it. He said we should never do that. We should warn others. He said we should go in a different direction. But
Yes, I
maybe,
remember that. And I
yeah,
saw it.
maybe that. Go.
But just because he said that, and yeah, now you might call him a hypocrite because he's not producing his own robots. I think it's better to have your own take and produce something that you can actually not per se control, but can influence the outcome of it, instead of
Yeah.
standing on the side and letting it happen, because it's gonna happen regardless.
I believe his argument was that we should join with the with technology like cyberpunk, like we should have like computers and chips and stuff inside of our head, so we can keep
Yeah,
up with the AI.
It's good that you bring that up because I wanted to do that for our next subject because I have an idea on that and we don't have the time on one video to discuss that.
Well, his neural net company.
If we don't hit that, please let us in the comments. Let us know if you would like to hear what we got, like what our perspective on that, so we can go a little more in depth on that. Okay, but I think it's scary, man. I mean, I understand that maybe the answer to this is as simple as get ahead of the curve. This is unstoppable. Why not be part of it and make it safe for everybody, which is kind of something that he did mention. But again, man, it's just a little effy that he seemed to be freaked out by that idea, okay? And now he's like all for it. So I don't know, man. I don't know anything. I mean, I'm just a simple-minded, ignorant person, man. I don't know what's going on behind what they're showing us. And you are right, and he is recommending us to get this microchip. But can we make a different video for that?
Sure. Yeah. Yes.
Like that would be cool.
I'm gonna do like every week, like throughout the week, we just like add topics that we want to talk to, and then like about time Sunday, Monday, we already know what we're talking about, and then we could do some quick research if we want. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, Negayan, you got anything before I start?
I think everything is covered what I got on about and what I've seen so far, so I'm good.
Okay. Well, this is a crazy thing. Like when I say it goes to the public, it goes to the public. Like it's gonna be sold and manufactured by the millions at the time. 2027 is not that far away, man. We're about to be on 2023.
Look, man, where's my Cybertruck at? Okay, like this guy.
That is true, right? Well, you buy the Cybertruck?
I don't even like trucks, but that truck is pretty cool, man. That's the coolest truck I ever seen, man.
Like it?
So
Oh, you don't like
I
it?
heard that idea from a movie from the like 90s or something like that. You know anything about that, Ed?
Could
I forgot
have.
the-
Could have. That looks like some kind of retro futuristic type of design. He could have.
Yeah. I guess the movie, the car in the movie is like freaking identical, except for a few things. But other than that, it's like the same thing. And there's one of those movies that they made back in the day about the future, what we would be driving in the future. So that adds a little level of coolness, in my opinion, to it.
Yeah.
Because like kind of making it happen, somebody else's vision from back in the day, you making it happen today, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it fits. It still looks futuristic and everything. So it works out.
Unfortunately, all our future tech goes to trying to find more efficient ways of killing people. So when we get past
that's
that,
true.
we'll have moon bases. We'll be on Mars. We'll be doing it all. But we got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
All right,
I agree.
guys. We'll end it on that.
Um,
Yeah, because we
no.
kinda...
Oh, well, we got 3 minutes. You want to go?
I'm seeing 15. I'm counting. My count is 15. I'm at 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, I did start the clock late.
Yeah.
So you want to be done?
Yeah. That's it.